Hello everyone! So today is Sabbath and it's going to be sunset and I can already see the sunset colors in the sky. It's like the clouds are already orange and I'm here in my garden. And those are my two of my malunggay trees, and these are my peanut plants. They're growing really fast. And today, I thought of sharing to you some things that I have learned about the head of an insect. So this is a drawing. This is my drawing of an insect. The head of an insect. Okay, so I will share to you some things that I have learned about it. And but first, I will tell you the three main parts of an insect. Three main parts of an insect are the head, thorax, and abdomen. These parts of an insect help it move, reproduce, and defend itself, and just live its life. But today, I will be focusing on the head of an insect. So, let's identify the parts of an insect. Okay, first thing that I'm going to talk about is the compound eye. Woohoo! This part of an insect is really cool because it's like built in shades. These compound eyes are the eyes of an insect. These are the two main eyes of an insect that also is one of the distinguishing facts that you have. You know, when you look at a thing that's jumping around, when you look at its compound eye, when you look at its eye, if you can see it very closely, one of the main things that you can see among all insects are compound eyes. And one fun fact about insects' compound eye is that, as you can see, as in my drawing, you can see there are some lines there. Looks like a waffle, yeah. And those are like tiny little squares there. So it kind of represents the compound eye of an insect because it has individual lenses, like little tiny lenses like those. And it's not just comprised of one lens like us. We only have one lens in our eyes, which lets the light pass through, and also to know the distance if the things that we are seeing are just close like this or far away. So with these insects, they have multiple lenses, so maybe thousands or hundreds, and it can help the insect sense motion much better than distance, because we humans, since we have just one lens, we're much better at perceiving distance than motion. But with insects, since they have multiple lenses, they are much more good at perceiving motion than distance. You notice when you see a fly in your house, you want to swat it. When you swat it, the fly can escape easily. It will fly away just almost like instantly when you swat it, or if you do something with a motion with your hands or anything. It's because of the compound eye also. One of the triggering factors that the fly can go away easily is because of the compound eye. It can sense your motion that you will swat, so it can prevent itself from being hurt. So those are one of the cool things that I learned about the compound eye. Next part of it is antennae. Okay, the antennae are one of the useful parts of an insect too. It helps the insect smell So it's kind of their nose, sometimes feel, and sometimes potentially taste their food, you know? Sometimes it can it can feel its food, it can smell it, and potentially taste it if it's good, and they will eat it. So those are one of the facts of antennae. Okay, next, ocelli. That is ocelli. Those white dots that you can see, it's not pretty much visible because I colored it in too much, but those are ocelli, the white dots there. Okay, these ocelli are like the bonus or the extra eyes of an insect. They sit on the top of the head, so imagine this is the head of an insect. If it was a human, like these are the head, there's antennae here, and then your eyes are like compound eyes, and then those 3 dots here are, those 3 eyes are sitting on the top of your head. That's it. And these ocelli don't really like see like the compound eye, and but these ocelli can only sense light and dark. So like it can tell the insect, oh, it's already daytime or it's already nighttime because it's dark. So yeah, the ocelli are like that. Okay, next part of an insect. We go now down here. This part, that one. Okay. First part that I want to show you is the mandible. These are the mandibles. Oops. It's windy right here, so the paper's folding. Okay. Those ones are the mandibles. The mandibles help the insect grasp its food. Like, imagine scissors. You have these 2 prongs there, those metal ones, just imagine it like it was mandibles, and it can cut through the paper, which can be, in the real life, in real insects, it will grasp its prey like that, and it can cut through, so the insect can digest the insect in smaller portions, not just a whole insect, you know. So it's kind of like the teeth of an insect. Now, the next one is the labium. This labium helps the insect to like manipulate or just hold it steady, the prey, while it eats it, so the food is steady. Kind of like the spoon and fork that you have, and then you have your hands to stabilize the spoon and fork while you eat it. Do not eat the spoon, while you eat the food that is in the spoon. So it's kind of like that. And the next is the where's the maxilla? There's the maxilla. The maxilla helps it also. It's the same thing with the labium. It does the same thing. It helps it grasp and manipulate the food that it has, so it can digest it. Next is the labrum. So it kind of sounds like labium, but it's labrum. There. The labrum helps it. It helps the insect. To swallow it now, to digest it. So, it's kind of like the mouth now. It's like the hole there. So it digests it now too. So the insect can eat its food, so it can regain its energy or just satisfy its hunger. Yes. So those are some of the parts of an insect, parts of the head of an insect. So let's review the parts of an insect. These are the compound eyes, the ocelli, the antennae, labrum, mandibles, labium, and maxilla. So, as I end, I would like to share to you what I related as a life lesson from the head of an insect. Christ is our head. We can trust him. And just as the head of the insect has eyes, Christ, our head, is able to see what is going on in the lives of his children. As the head directs the rest of the body, Christ can direct what happens in his spiritual body, the church. He can work out his special plan for our lives if we wait for his guidance. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you were blessed and learned some facts that I have also learned from the head of an insect. Bye!